Let's see if this actually works. All right, I set up Twitch for the first time today. I think I did try to use Twitch years ago, back when I was like experimenting with all this stuff. Now that I'm a little bit more seasoned at all of it, I was like, all right, well, let's give it a shot. Let's see what's up. I'm gonna check to see if it's running now. I think it's going over there. It's showing blank. And we can check the YouTube as well. That'll be the real indicator. Yeah, it says I'm live. I mean, it shows me on YouTube, so guess I'm good there. Hopefully it'll show me on Twitch, but it doesn't look like it. So anyway, I'll come back to it later, see if it actually does anything. Oh no. All right, there I am. All right, so let's close all this stuff because I feel like my computer is being taxed. All right. So anyway, plan for today is digital universe some, and I'm kind of anxious because I've tried to like wait on doing the digital universe stuff and some of the Elseworld stuff. This should be already completed, and doing some of the Elseworld stuff until I can stream them and then make videos out of them. I don't know because the game is new, especially new to me, and it's not even released yet in the US. There's not a lot of stuff on it that I can get my hands on quickly. And so, in terms of like questions, what people have, what people want to know about, what I can learn about, all that jazz. So, I'm trying to piece it together. So, I don't know if you guys give a damn about the digital universe or not, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to record it. I think the nodes stay the same, so maybe you'll at least have some advanced notice of the enemies that you're going to run into. Give you my difficulty and all that stuff. Then the Elseworld. I thought Elseworld because it sounded like they were doing the sins, envy, gluttony, pride, and I thought it was just going to be the rest. But they've repeated, and now it's envy, if I'm not mistaken, that's back in there. So, yeah. It's envy that's back in there. One that I did, the first one I did with a comprehensive guide. And like, with the first one, it was comprehensive, bunch of stuff, bunch of characters. I talked like 8 different characters. Second one, I didn't do that as much. I think I only talked about one. Third one that I did, there was a lot of characters I went in about 5 of them that I got to showcase. This right now, oh well, I haven't played with Blue Beetle yet. Pandora's still learning, but I did cover her in the previous. I could touch on her here. Red Robin. Okay. I do like. I want to work with Black Canary more because dealing with her in PVE content, maybe it's a trick, but it seems like she's always annoying. Same thing with Phantom Stranger, actually. Um, the reason why I hesitate on the elites is that it's so easy to get epics in this game at this point. I don't know if this changes in the future. It's so easy to get epics in this game that the elite that you do develop, at least for me, fall off your roster relatively quickly. Even though they're good and they do some great things, there's some just other better options out there. Yeah. Do I want to do Elseworld first or do I want to do Digital Universe? Let's do. Oh, and here's the other thing too. So I was just complaining about Bane and not having him. I got him today from a pull, like my first pull. It was a really random one. The only issue I have is that I typically wait until they're rank 5 before I do a guide on them, or that's been my rule for the last couple. And I kind of want to stick to that, but I'm still short on these materials. And here comes the famous debate. Famous, not famous, but here comes the debate, right? So we have these gems, and I'm just, talking right now, so we'll see later. Have those gems, right? If I use those gems here, that means I can open up 20 recruitment cards and then hope that I get enough to rank Bane up to 5. The problem with that is that in the pool, there is a 47% chance to get uncommon. And honestly, I feel like I get more elite than I do rare. That's probably just me being stupid. So these uncommon, if I say it's a 50% hit, okay, then 30%, 20% out of the 20. That means I'm going to get 6 rare and then 4 elite. And I don't think that's going to cover it. And that's if the numbers stick to that. You know what I mean? Like, it's probability. So it's not, it resets every time. With weekly recruitment, it eliminates the uncommon. So I got a 55% chance to get rare and, which cool. However, it costs 5,000. So I only get 10 pulls. So it feels like either way, I'm not going to have enough. So, and this is the other thing I have been doing with my gems. I did it yesterday. Shame on me. I probably shouldn't be doing this. I'll come down here and I'll buy these. And looking at the cost right now, and I might even put this in the video as a debate when I go talk about Bane. Looking at it right now, I could spend 360 gems, get 30 of these, spend 700. It's not going to be 360. It's going to be 380 because they go up by 20. Then spend 760 here. Oh, when I said 760, that sounded like a lot. Spend 760 here because I think it goes up to 400 after that. And then for that amount of gems, I'll get 60 of each. And then I can come back over here to Bane, and I think I need 60 to get him to rank 5. So I can like roll the dice. Yeah, I need 60. So I could roll the dice, and maybe I get it, maybe I don't. And the thing that's like deterring me from it is that it's gonna be a bunch of, just because I need it, it's gonna be a bunch of uncommon. I know it for a fact. That's just how things work. So I'm gonna debate that in my head a little bit because he's already in level link. He's ready to go. I don't know. And then even if I do get the extra 1,000 gems or whatever, it doesn't matter. Because then I'll only have 10 pulls. I'll get 5 of one, 4 of the other if I'm lucky. So I still won't be able to take them up. And I'll have wasted 5,000 gems is a stretch, but I'm getting a lot of duplicates and stuff like that. So am I really missing out on those elite fragments? Do I really care? Do I really care about those elite fragments, or should I just go ahead and level up Bane? All right, so let's play Elseworld. Well, I think on that for a little bit. And then I can level him up, and then I'll go into Digital Universe, depending on how things work out. So here we go. I'll go ahead and start recording the video. And yeah, for those of you not familiar, which maybe you're not, I'll go ahead and record my YouTube videos while I'm on the stream. So, I think we're good. All right, and 3, 2. So I might have made a mistake, and it's probably a mistake to put this in the intro, but I thought that there were going to be 7 different types of Elseworlds, 1 for each deadly sin. However, I'm seeing envy again, so maybe I'm wrong. In any case, I'm going to go through Elseworld again. I'm going to use it to showcase the characters I didn't get a chance to showcase before, and maybe some ones that I've already done character guides on, and just play it through a game mode. Let's get to the video. And I think that's good. We set? Yeah. And 3, 2. Hi guys, I'm Gravy here, and this is a DC Worlds Collide video. In this video, okay, this is the first video, I'll be honest with you. It's the first video I'm doing where I'm streaming to both YouTube and Twitch. I'm a bit nervous because I feel like at any moment something's gonna happen and then it's all gonna shut down. I don't know, I just feel like Murphy's Law is gonna take effect at some point. In any case, what I'm gonna do here is, like I said in the intro, the first and the third Elseworld guys I did were very, very comprehensive of the characters I was going through. The second one was not as much. This one is going to be more like the second one, not because I don't want to go through the characters. I don't know how many characters that I haven't already done guides for are going to show up. So I'm going to cover the ones that I haven't. So for example, Blue Beetle, I'll cover him because I am going to choose this team. I'll give you the logic in a minute. And the logic actually is mostly content. I haven't played with Blue Beetle. I want to know what he's like. Pandora, I'll touch on a little bit. Red Robin, I'll showcase him a little bit more, even though I haven't made a guide for him, and I don't plan to anytime soon. So I'll probably cover mostly Red Robin and Blue Beetle. Touch on Pandora. I've done a quasi guide for Jessica Cruz. If you look at my level link / character retraining guide, they're in there. And then Nightwing I've done a guide for. So that's basically the reason why. There's 3 characters here. 2 I don't know well, and then one that I'm kind of vaguely familiar with. Black Canary, I want to do a full guide on her once I get her up to rank 8. Croc, bleed character. Don't care too much about him, honestly. Zatanna I have, Bizarro I have. I've done guides on all of these characters. Star Sapphire I've done a character guide on. Manta and Deadshot I haven't. Vixen, kind of not. Like these top 4, now I think about it, I haven't done a guide on any of these 4 up here. However, the best one out of them is supposedly Vixen, and I've played with Vixen. I think I even showcased her a little bit in one of the Elseworlds. She's not great unless I'm just using her wrong. So what we're going to do is go with the Blue Beetle team. All right. Oh, sorry. Let's go ahead and get that popping. Make sure. I almost picked the wrong team last time, so I'm kind of paranoid. And now we get immediate to recruit. Now, what I would typically do here is go ahead and take the experience. I've said it before, but because we need content for the video, I'm going to at least look in here. Okay, so here is where I make a decision strictly for the video, and it might screw me later. I'm going to pick Deathstroke because I've never played with Deathstroke before. Lex is the obvious choice here. Okay, so if you're in this scenario, in this situation, any situation, digital universe, wherever, and you have a choice between Lex versus the field, it's Lex. All right. So, but I'm gonna take Deathstroke because I've never played with him before, and this will give me a chance to do it. Okay, let's go ahead and go to this XP. This is gonna be a simple team, and it'll give me a time to read Blue Beetle's kit. So let's go into his kit a little bit. Attacks the enemy with the highest crit rate on Beetle Blast, dealing superpower damage equal to 100% of the attack. Gain 1 stack of Firm Stand for 1 turn. Firm Stand increases block by 10% and max 15 stacks. What's up, Damien? I didn't even be able to see. Deathstroke is good? Okay. Good to know. But I mean, and Damien, would you say that he's better than Lex? Because from what I understand, Lex and Wonder Woman are the 2 taking it. You would know better than me though at this point. Skill level. If the target has frantic, 1 stack is removed. It's removed, you don't steal it. Frantic increases crit by 10%. That's okay, cool, I guess. So it's preventing the enemy character from critting on you. That doesn't seem, okay. Removing 10% crit chance doesn't really do it for me. Add 1 stack of Weaken for 2 turns and hits a target twice, dealing superpower damage equal to 100% attack per attack. So on his advanced attack focus shots, add 1 stack of Weaken for 2 turns and hit a target twice, dealing that's just worded poorly. Dealing superpower damage equal to 100% per attack. So I'm only going to add 1 stack of Weaken. I guess that's why they put it that way. Even though I hit the target twice, and each hit does 100% damage, stacks of Weaken increases to 2 at rank 7. If the enemy target has frantic, 1 stack is converted to exhaustion. What is exhaustion? Exhaustion decreases damage dealt by the next attack by 50%. We like that, but only for the next attack. Okay, cool. And then Weaken is, I think, to the end of battle. Well, yeah, to the end of battle. Decreases attack by 8%, block break by 5%, frantic increases crit rate by 10%. No, Weaken is going to be for 2 turns. Sorry. All right. So, okay. So I can stack exhaust up to 3 and really take away their damage. Okay. I like that. I do like exhaust. All right. Okay. Then that was focus shots. This is Kaijida. I'm gonna say it wrong. Passive. Each time Blue Beetle is hit by a critical attack, decreases the damage reduction of the back row allies by 2.5%, up to a max of 20%. So every time he gets hit with a critical shot, that seems very gated. I mean, I guess it can be relatively easy to crit in this game, but you want me to get hit 8 times to reduce the max damage, to provide a damage reduction of 20%. If they're critting on me like that, doesn't that mean? And if I'm removing their crits, then they're not critting on me, so this isn't really going to pop off too much if that move is effective. When hit with a critical attack, Blue Beetle increases the block rate by 2.5% up to a max of 20%. Blue Beetle gains 20% crit damage reduction. Okay. Alright, I guess the crit damage reduction would be the best way for him to take crit shots and not die, but it's only 20% there too. Okay, so far his kit just alright. During battle, every 1% block that Blue Beetle has will grant him 0.5% crit damage reduction up to 20%. This kit seems lame. I'm sorry. And he's a legendary? This kit seems lame as hell. I don't like it. Damn, now I wish I picked another team. Add 1 stack of shelter to back row allies for 2 turns. Does 150% superpower damage to an enemy. He must really just crack skulls or something. Like, is he? Well, he's a tank. Stacks of shelter increases to 2. Damage increases to 200%. Shelter provides the next attack is the damage is reduced by 50%. I'm not with it. I am not with it. His passive does what now? Let me just so I know when I do my or his ultimate does what? It's basically protection. I mean, does 150% damage to. Maybe that's a lot for. Okay. You know what? I'll put it first, and then we'll see if it's a lot or not. Damien. No, but he's a good damage dealer. Okay, cool. Well, we're gonna find that out in a minute. About Deathstroke, not about Blue Beetle. Okay, so matchups. We want the Mighty to stay away from the Tactical. Let's go ahead and put Agile in the place there. Deathstroke, he's a good damage dealer, so let's find out. We'll put him over on this side too. Pandora does have that sacrifice mechanic that I'm not a huge fan of, but we're going to run it. And then I'm going to save Robin, even though he's probably Jessica Cruz. No, Jessica Cruz can do good damage. Her shields are terrible, though. All right, so we're going to let Blue Beetle do his thing first. Then we go with Deathstroke. I kind of want to get a stun out there on Freeze, but I don't think that's going to happen fast enough. She does her sacrifice thing. All right, cool. So then let's go. I want her to get a Blue Beetle's ultimate, to be honest with you. And just to see how much damage he does. But then again, against this team, the amount of damage he does isn't going to be... Okay, so we provided the back row with shelter. Okay, okay. I guess the main function of that is to provide the back row with shelter, not necessarily for him to do a bunch of damage. Because I felt like their health meters didn't move. Okay. I mean, maybe the shelter is... I'm trying to give benefit of the doubt. I do love Deathstroke's animation, though. Let's see what he does as a damage dealer. You gonna wipe somebody out? Oh, he also manipulates action bar. I mean, he's doing the business. We'll read his kit next. Let's see what's up. This is okay. That seemed, I guess, solid. I guess 6,681 crit shot. Oh, I like that. That is gonna become an intro. That is gonna become an intro. I gotta take Deathstroke again, and when I'm not recording, so my big old head ain't in the way. That is going to be an intro. Damn. Okay, that's gonna be an intro. Increase back row allied character attack by 25%, 20% chance crit, 50% chance to advance by 1 when an ally turn ends to advance the energy. When detonating, the detonation damage increases by 20% for every stack of frostbite. I'm gonna go with this, and then make sure that Deathstroke stays on the back row. Okay, this team should be a cupcake. Although Freeze is obnoxious, we can probably punch through him. Or we will punch through him. We're triple their strength. Just under triple. So that's good. This is no good. But we're going to read Deathstroke's kit. All right. Deathstroke. Oh, he's a legendary. Ooh, I was wishing I could choose him and pull him later. This is a lot. This is the longest, description of it for a basic. For a basic? Okay. As an expert of all kinds of weapons, Deathstroke selects 1 out of 3 different weapons to attack. Gun. Deals physical damage equal to 85% of attack to an enemy. If the target's proportion of health is higher than 50%, damage is increased by 35%. I like that. Bomb. Deals physical damage equal to 60% of attack to an enemy and one random enemy, and adds a stack to the enemy and then one other, so 2. Adds 1 stack of bleed for 2 turns. Okay. Sword. Brandishes his sword at an enemy 2 times. Brandishes, or does he mean attack? Whatever. Each dealing physical damage equal to 42.5%. So y'all could have just said 85%. Okay. Of attack. Also adds 1 stack of bleed for 2 turns. Okay, they kind of just do similar things. He's just doing it in different ways. I do like the guns though. In terms of like the attack itself. When the sword or gun is used, damage increases to 47.5% and 95% respectively. Okay. And then the last level increases the bomb damage to 75%. Bleeds, in case you don't know, that is damage that happens at the end of the turn. That is 20%. It is doubled when the enemy is below 33%. And I'm trying to do this like I'm doing a quiz. And it hits under shield. I ain't prepared for the test. All right. That was just his basic. That was a lot of reading and learning. At the start of does he only have like 1 basic and like 3 passives? Well, yeah, we used all the text on the base, so we're not doing anything else. At the start of battle and after casting his ultimate, Deathstroke's progresses the action bar by 30%. So if he does his ultimate, he gets 30% action bar. And at the start of battle, it's 30%. So he's probably going first. The next passive, at the end of his turn, Deathstroke has a 20% chance of dealing additional basic attack. At the end of his turn, he has a 20% chance of doing another attack. This chance increases 5% for every enemy inflicted with bleed. That's cool. I would run him with Ocean Master in a minute. Yo, I like that mechanic a lot. Chances increase 25% at rank 8 and then to 30% chance. And then we already talked about what bleeds are. And then when dealing damage, if there are 2 enemies or fewer, increase crit of this instance of damage by 30%. Okay. So he smells total annihilation. That's what I was about to say. He smells weakness. Relentless, and then what was the other one? Striking Gale? Weapons expert. The death nail tolls. Oh, death nail. I thought it was always nail, like N-A-I-L. Okay, whatever. Wields all weapons for 2 turns, during which basic attacks are changed to attacks with all 3 weapons. Damage for these attacks is decreased by 40%. I thought I was going to say increased by 40%. I was about to go. Okay. All right. And they are followed up with additional basic attacks. Man, the damage decrease is reduced at level 2, so that's only a 30% decrease. Energy consumption decreases by 1 if I get to level 3. Man, I was looking forward to that. That was about to be something serious. Okay, let's go ahead and go. Let's get to it. Let's put him and his ultimate first. We can put you back. Yeah. Let's go. Let's see what his does. I'm tempted to move my head so but I won't get the animation this time, I don't think. Because it only plays it once a day. Okay, here we go. So he's using all his weapons. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, that's what that other animation was about. Got it now. I like that a lot. I like that. Okay. And he's putting in some work. He is putting in some work. Damien wasn't wrong. The flaw of this team is I need some heals. So as a Tana or a Kid Flash coming up next would be big. Okay. So this will be done. Next. Come on, chop. Increases action bar there. I want Deathstroke. For as unimpressed as I was with Blue Beetle, Deathstroke is on the opposite side of that spectrum. We're going to take the lightning. Lightning strikes a random enemy, dealing superpower damage equal to 70% of attack when the allied turn ends. 60% chance to advance energy. Whatever, and this is a me thing. I don't know if it's background or what, but whenever you tell me there's a chance versus I just get this, I'm more likely to go for the I'm just gonna get this. I don't want to gamble on something that could be good, but then not get it 40% at not at minimum, but 40% of the time. That's still like a coin flip. So there's a good chance I don't get it for a while. Well, an ally can. Oh, and this, and you'll if you've ever seen my Constantine videos, I'm speaking because there's a new audience if there's Twitch, right? If you guys actually even watch it, which I doubt you will. Anything that makes me lose my HP from an offensive perspective, you can keep it. That's why Constantine is on my bench. And honestly, the only reason I haven't removed him from level link is I do not have any other like tactical damage dealer. And I want Jessica Cruz to be that so bad so I can knock him off. Anyway, is he gonna be my new Superman, Red Sun Superman? I think he is because every time I mention him I get upset. Ultimate cost 1 fewer. I got choked up. I was so happy. Ultimate point 1 fewer for all allies in the front row. Y'all could have just said all of them. Tank allies increase attack power equal to 6% of max. Okay, whatever. Wait, well, what? Attack power equal to 6% of max HP. So if max HP is like 60,000, then we're talking about 6,000 and then minus 2,400. Okay, so 5,000 ish to the attack, which kind of doubles the attack if they have 5,000. That's okay for tanks only. That's okay. And then when any friendly party suffers damage, it has a 40% probability to use. Yeah, see that 40%. Common attack to counter attack, and common attack damage is increased by 50%. We go with that one. Okay. Who am I getting? Superman. Yes, we go with Superman. I already covered Superman in one of the Elseworlds, I believe. Yes. No? Let me see, because I don't want to read his kit. Yeah, I did Superman. Okay, I was about to say. I've done so many of these videos. I got like 40. Just under 40 videos, like, ready to be edited. So, like, I don't know. I've been playing the game so much and doing these streams and doing so many videos that I don't know when it was, like, me reading it myself and when I was on stream or making a video for it. I've lost my mind. Bane is annoying. Kid Flash is annoying. And I just went to the same thing. This would be the first choice to go at. And here we have the winner. So, Mr. Freeze, elite, good, tank, but elite. Same with Phantom Stranger. He is good, but I mean, I can punch him with epics. Bloodsport, I don't really know his kit that well. Kill the Croc, bleeds, but elite. Poison Ivy, loves to use poisons, but nobody else on the squad does poisons. So, she's going to be relatively easy to take out. I'm going to put Superman in for Blue Beetle. Ciao, you are removed. Yours get to go first, and then Deathstroke. We're looking good in good shape right now. I know I said I would read Red Robin at some point. I haven't forgotten. I'm just not doing that now. We switch, you guys. Mighty strong against agile. Agile strong against tactical. Agile strong against tactical. And this could be a problem. I don't like that. All right. Having to pay a little bit more attention because the power levels are creeping up. Okay, there's that lightning. We love the lightning. Yay, lightning. Boom. Oh, and the ultimates are reduced. There it is. And I say it every time, but look familiar. For those of you who watch the videos on YouTube, you will know. All right. We're taking a lot more damage than I expected. Not a fan. And we're still in need of a healer. So if everything costs 2 less, we're about to wreck shop, right? Get him, Deathstroke. Get him. Right? Or are we about to get handled? Deathstroke got one. There's more lightning. I don't like how much damage we're taking. I do not. Oh, there goes Nightwing. Am I bringing Nightwing back? Yeah, where was that Superman a while ago? I'm not gonna. I might bring him back with an adrenaline shot. Those you don't know, if you've seen the other videos, it's being redundant, but adrenaline shot does allow you to bring back your characters in Elseworld. There's no such chance in digital Universe. At start of battle, adds 2 stacks of armor break and 2 stacks of slow to all enemies, which decreases defense by 20% and crit resist by 5%, and then slows them down by minus 5% of their 5%. 60% chance to advance energy. We're not doing that. Upon adding Frostbite Burn, permanently decrease the target's defense by 15%. We do apply Burn as an AoE attack from Superman. That would decrease their defense by 15%. However, we could also just have them start out with 40% less defense if we're giving them 2 stacks of armor break. So I'm gonna do that one. Okay. More recruitment. Is there anybody in here worth a damn? Wonder Woman. I've already read and done a showcase on her, so I'm not doing that here now. Just know that somebody's getting replaced. I don't even know who yet, but somebody loses because Wonder Woman is amazing. Keep doing that. Superboy can be annoying as Zatanna provides a lot of heals. I have no heals. I still need heals. This is a lot of Elite plus Bizarro and Vixen. This should be okay. All right, let's see. So Wonder Woman gets popped in right next to Soups. Hey, there we go. I don't like him there. He's going here though, which should be okay. Bizarro into Wonder Woman. We should be fine. Okay. Bizarro's giving the flower to Vixen, so he's gonna take some of her damage. But so far so good. Come on, Soups. How much burn does he put down? So 2. So that would have been a reduction of 15% permanently. So I think it's each burn. So if they get more burns. But Superman is the only one on this team that does do burns, which is also an issue with burns because I need 2 more to get the burn to detonate. After a stack of 4 burns, it detonates and causes the damage. Pandora does her sacrifice, which I'm not a huge fan of because she eats her own health on her ultimate. Not a big fan of that. Especially with no healer in the mix. And those shields from Jessica Cruz, she can just keep them because they just make me more upset. I'd rather you not do them than to do that little bit. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the movie Friday, but it reminds me of that. If you drink orange juice and then you leave this much in the carton and then put it back in the fridge, just throw it away. Like, what's that? Anyway, increases attack of allies with the tactical trait by 25% and then lifesteal. That would only be Jessica Cruz for me at the moment. Increases damage by 50% when enemy HP is below 40%. That's only Jessica Cruz for me. The only other person who's a damage dealer that's tactical off the top of my head that I would use is Constantine, but that's because of my roster. Trying to think of any other tactical ones. I'm going to lean on this one, even though that's rarely one that I take. Then double bounty. Here we go. Stuns I love this one. Stuns the enemies for 2 turns at the start of battle while increasing their attack by 20% until the end of battle. So they're gonna hit you harder, but they're gonna be night for the first two rounds. When a support ally casts their ultimate, another non-support ally will join them in casting their ultimate at no cost. Oh, but I only have one support. That's Pandora, and she does a sacrifice thing, which I want to avoid until I get a healer. So, not sure. You've seen that movie like 100 times? Good. That means you're cultured. Love Friday. I haven't seen it in like years, though. It might have been a solid like 12, 15 years since I've seen Friday. Anyway, sorry. All right, here we go. So we'll start off with the stun, even though they're going to hit us harder afterwards. I would love a healer. Hard choice to make. I was really excited until I saw Zatanna first. And then I was like, yes, I have my healer. And then I saw Kid Flash. I was like, oh no, I have 2 healers. In my battles, typically, Zatanna and Kid Flash go together. period. And it is basically she provides a life steal to all of your allies. While they're doing damage, they heal themselves. And Kid Flash just does a stupid amount of heals plus his ultimate heals. But he's only, oh my goodness. Okay. Because then this is kind of like a referendum on those two as characters. If I had to choose between Kid Flash and Zatanna, ooh, this is a good versus. Kid Flash, the ultimate does, like, it will take you from like 20% to fully healed. Like, I'm exaggerating, but it's a lot of heals. Zatanna's lifesteal is a constant heal. You're constantly sustaining yourself. And it does depend on your damage. But if we have armor break out there, if they're not hitting us for the first 2 rounds, we're not taking any damage, then we can weaken them, soften them up, get them down to 40%, do more damage. So any damage they did would actually come back to... I'm talking myself into Zatanna, but only because everybody heals themselves, whereas I need Kid Flash to heal everyone else. You know what I mean? But then in the situation... And then here's the other thing. In this scenario, though, with Superman up front with Wonder Woman, the problem is that there's only one toon who's taking a bunch of damage in the beginning, and then he can run over and take care of that. And and plus the ultimates, their costs right now are -1, so it's going to be every 2. But then it'll still be on cooldown, so that doesn't really affect it. I'm tempted to go with Zatanna because when I said I needed a healer, she was the first one I thought of. That hurt. I might have made the wrong decision. That really hurt. Oh. And now the teams I'm running into. That hurt. Damn. Okay. Damn. I don't know what I was supposed to do there. Okay. I feel like I made the wrong decision, but I don't know what other decision I could have made. I'm going to slip Pandora out because of that sacrifice mechanic. She does get damaged, but I don't want her killing herself. Yeah, we can stay in this way. Got to change the ultimates order. Let's get them going first. Cooldowns. Okay. All right. That's bothering me. That is bothering me. Oh, that's bothering me. There's the stuns. We love them. We're going to get to our ultimates first. And I think we might even be able to lay down 3 or 4 ultimates, actually. There's one. Wonder Woman. There's one guy going. And then going to be able to get the second ultimates. It's still bugging me. Superman does his thing. And there's some heals there for him. Then Deathstroke does his thing. They should be waking up in the next round. Yeah. Oh, that scared me. Yo, I know they had increased attack, but I got some defense over here somewhere. What's going on? When poison, I might have got the wrong healer in that attack, and now it's going to be stronger in the next one. Woosa. When poisoning and bleeding are added, 2 additional layers of the same benefit are added. Deathstroke applies bleeds, right? Okay. When adding poison and bleeding permanently reduce the target's defense by 15%. I'm still like kind of stuck right now. 2 additional layers of same benefit reduction. Okay. And then detonating burn. When detonating, the damage of increases by 20%. Superman is the only one who's laying down burn, and he's doing that on his ultimate, so that would take another like round of ultimates building plus his ultimate not being on cooldown for that to happen. I'm trying to remember Deathstroke's kit well enough to remember if he applies bleeds. I think he's just doing a bunch of damage. Permanently reduce the target's defense by 15%. Or do I want to have, if it is bleed damage at the end of battle 3 times the amount. And I can keep stacking that. But this permanently gets rid of their defense. That means others can do things with it too. I don't know. Those two are kind of a wash for me. Oh boy. Okay, we staying away from them. Constantine and Gorilla Grodd. I mean, Blue Beetle showed that we can work him, but Cyborg is pretty good and Martian Manhunter are pretty good. Are they top of the list? No, but they're not. There's nothing to sneeze at. This might be the squad. Nightwing is a good tank. Vixen is meh. Cyborg is good. Superboy is good. He's solid. And the Zatanna is there for the heals. Do they have heals on this team? They're gonna get a ton of shield from Martian Manhunter. Red Hood, if they're using that synergy, then Red Hood is gonna give them crit damage for the first 3 turns, or increased damage for the first 3 turns. I don't know Deathstroke well enough, and I like Cyborg. I just don't remember his kit well enough. He does a lot of support too. Shields for the front row. Okay, good. Deathstroke does apply bleeds. I thought so. I just couldn't remember. Thanks, Damien. I think I'm going to go with that Nightwing team, even though I know Nightwing's going to open up and stun the first person who shows up. And then Superboy can cause a problem with his AoE attack. In that back row where I have Zatanna, who's weak to Superboy, and Jessica Cruz, who's going to be weak to Superboy. Is this going to be the first time I can't complete Elseworld? Since I've played this game, I've always been able to clear Elseworld. And is it because I chose Zatanna? They're going to start off with stun. If we can get... Okay. They start off with stun. That's our one saving grace. So the sustainability that Zatanna provides is moot just because they can't attack, so they can't get heals. If we can get a couple ultimates off, that did nothing to Superboy. Oh no. That did nothing to Superboy. We really got to get Superboy out the paint. We really need to get him out the paint. That's the other thing too, because they've been getting their turns. When they wake up, they're gonna wake up with their ultimates. That was the problem with Green Arrow. Oh no, get Superboy. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Okay, there's Lightning. Deathstroke is doing his business, dog. Okay. Oh, all right. Okay. Deathstroke, Damien, you was right. Deathstroke was doing the job. Okay. That made me happy and anxious. When the poison, additional 2 layers, increase the attack of allies with tactical trait. That's still just Zatanna and Jessica Cruz. Increase attack by 15%. I'm tempted to do this one. Okay, and I get a double bounty next? No, I get to recruit. Kid Flash? Oh. Green Arrow. Who is he replacing though? Jessica Cruz. Okay. And then we get this. 30% chance to gain whatever. At the start of the turn, gain 3 stacks of Frantic until the end of battle. Does that mean I keep... Okay, I'm going to get this because I'm curious. Does that mean I keep getting the Frantics at every turn? So, like, I'll end up with, like, 20 Frantics at the end of... 20. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll end up with a bunch of Frantic. When an ally suffers damage, 40% probability. I am going to do this one. Flash. I've never played with Flash. Okay. All right. This video can end on a fun note. Okay. Because I've played against Flash and he's obnoxious. Okay. Cool. This video's going longer than I thought. But anyway, I'm enjoying the Elseworld. Even though there's not much of a change, I am getting to use different characters. Okay, so I'm going to put him in instead of Jessica Cruz. Green Arrow, I wasted my time recruiting you. Because I really want to know what Flash does. All right, so let's go through Flash's kit, and then we can finish Elseworld, hopefully, and call it a video. Let's go. So he is legendary, of course. Barry Allen attacks an enemy with 3 high-speed blows on his basic attack, Rapid Flurry, each dealing physical damage equal to 28%. So 3 times 28, 16, 24, so 84% damage. Okay, that increases to total of 96% damage. So 32 each. Gains 1 stack of strong attack for 2 turns. I wonder if when they say gains it, if he gains it before the attack, so he does that extra damage. Which strong attack gives you an increased attack of 8% and block break by 5%. And then the damage goes up to 36% at rank 8. Then we have his advanced attack. Dashes forward at high speed and attacks all enemies 3 times. Dealing physical damage equal to 20% of attack each and knocking them back 15% on their action bar. So that is action bar rewind, turn meter rewind. I'll always love those. Damage increases to 22 and then 25%. Bet. So 3 attacks per. So each enemy gets 60%. Okay. Now we move on to his passive. His first passive. During battle, increases attack by 15%. Gaining a new buff also progresses his action bar by 9%. So if you run him with those that give out buffs, which I made fun of I just made fun of somebody for giving out shelter not 30 minutes ago. He's going to get 9% of his action bar. Zatanna gives increased attack, strong attack, whatever you want to call it, on her advanced attack. That's the first thing she puts out. That and frantic. Hold on. I need to think on that. If there are no surviving allies when the Flash takes a fatal attack. If there are no surviving allies when the Flash takes a fatal attack, he goes back in time through the Speed Force, heals 100% of max HP, cleanses all buffs, debuffs, and control effects, gains 3 ultimate points, and resets the cooldown of his ultimate. Afterwards, he gains 3 stacks of sturdy armor, 3 stacks of haste, 3 stacks of strong attack until the end of battle. Can only be triggered once in battle. I hope it can only be triggered once. Strong attack, that's the 8% increase that we spoke about. Sturdy gives you 20% increased defense plus 5% resist, crit resist. And then haste increases speed by 5%. That is a passive. I kind of want everybody else to die around him now. I want to see that happen. And then this is his ultimate. Y'all got me reading. Temporarily activates the Speed Force for 2 turns and deals 3 high-speed blows, each dealing physical damage equal to 132% of attack to a random enemy. So I do to a random enemy 3 times, 132%. Okay. While Speed Force is active, he gains 1 stack of haste for 2 turns at the end of a turn, which the haste firm stand increases block by 10%, not defense. Haste speed by 5%, frantic crit by 10%. When Speed Force is active, he gains 1 stack of haste for 2 turns at the end of a turn. Okay. Damage increases to 150%. All allies gain 1 stack of frantic and 1 stack of firm stand. Okay. I want Flash now. This kit sounds sick as hell. All right. So let's go ahead and toss him in there. Still think Wonder Woman's ultimate should go first. All right. Okay. That I don't like, but he's a tank. Right there. She goes at Supergirl. Bang. Right on him. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, hit subscribe and hit dislike. I'm okay with that as well. All right, so there's an AoE. Cool. They're all still stunned, which, yay. Let's hurry up and kill them. Deathstroke is going to oblige. I like Deathstroke a lot. Oh, Superman's going to help out. Oof. Lex is already gone. He didn't even get to put up any shields. It looks like we're in good shape. Flash wasn't even necessary. Deathstroke is hungry. Oh, their own Flash took some turns. Also took some damage because of those bleeds by other Flash, fake Flash. Although I kind of wish we had taken out Supergirl first just so I could see his ultimate. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Wait, you know what? You know what? Let's open this chest real quick. Let's see what we get. Let's see what you get. Let's see what you get. I'm probably going to get absolutely nothing, and you've waited. If you made it this far, then you've waited this extra 15 seconds for a lot of nothing. And Clayface. The animation's cool. The character I wouldn't recommend doing anything with at all. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time. All right. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That was anytime I do those Elseworld videos, they last, man. They go. And I guess I don't notice it, but I think that's also why I'm always hesitant to kick up Elseworld in the morning, like when I start playing. It's because I think it's a pretty big impact. But I like it. I like the mode. It's fun. Maybe that's what it is. It's the same reason why I can't get into some sports. Like I don't know the characters well enough yet. And so I'm having to remember like who goes with what and everything else. But it helps learning the game, if I'm being real. All right, so that was Elseworld. I am tempted to go ahead and do that very, very bad idea that I wouldn't recommend anybody else doing, so that I may, do I get something from security plan now? So that I may rank up my Bane. We'll take this card. That will get me an uncommon. Yeah, so what I'm about to do now, in case you guys see this stream after the fact, is something I would highly recommend against. Don't do it. Don't do it. But what I'm about to do is, because then the reason why I say it is that if I just open the gems and gems and gems, I can get more characters. There's more chances there. I'm getting the gems daily. Maybe it's not the worst recommendation. Maybe it's not the worst recommendation. What do you think? What lineup do you want long term? That's a good question, Damien. The thing is that I'm trying to expand the roster so I have a lot of options. Plus, and let's be real about it, I'm a content creator. I'm trying to make content. So having a representative character so far to me in this game has been at 5 stars, and I can get there relatively quickly, being slightly irresponsible with my gems. So like, and the game itself seems so free to play friendly. That it actually, and this is a weird thing, guys, it actually makes me want to spend money on the game. So like I've already allocated the money that I usually spend on Marvel Strike Force to be over here. And if I put that over here, I'll progress. If I put half of what I put in the Marvel Strike Force into this, I'll progress quick and I won't really miss it. But like I want to do a guide on Bane and honestly, you asking that question, thanks. That helped me put some stuff into perspective. I want to do a guide on Bane, but I'm not going to do it at 4-star. I did that before with another tune, and I didn't feel right about it after the fact, after I got to know the game better. And so the idea is do the guides now, rank 5, and then in, let's say, a month, I want to do like a top 10, top 5 characters in the game. And then like 3 months after that, when I have some of the, like most of the epics at rank 6, 7, 8, do another guide for each one of them. So like these guides aren't going to be a stagnant thing. I'm going to try to like keep making them as I learn more about them and as I rank them up and they get more powerful. Because put it this way, the way just from rank 5 to rank 6, Gorilla Grodd performs completely different. From rank 6 to rank 7, Penguin performs completely different. Nightwing was the better one when they were all ranked 5 and below. And now I do like Nightwing. I use those other ones way more. So, and that's just, 2.5 weeks of experience. So where am I going to be at in 6 months if the game's doing well and they've added new characters and. So I kind of want it to be representative. A 4-star Bane 6 months from now might not mean anything to somebody, depending on how character releases work. That stuff we still don't even know. Character releases, is it every month? Is it every week? Who knows? So yeah, thanks for that question. Actually, that helped me put it into perspective. So what I'm gonna do is I am gonna go ahead and waste those gems to get him up. And the first thing I do, and this is, I don't know if I should like put this in any kind of guide to advise anybody. When I do the big When I do the big, I don't need that many. When I do the big beginner's guide, I'm gonna try to do it in 4 weeks. Then I might discuss this, but I'll do it on the stream now. So basically, from the arena shop, doing my battles, I get a chest. Now, I was gonna say I have to use my gems, but if I can buy multiple of these chests, I am quote unquote wasting my arena energy, but I can always just farm that. The characters in here, don't be fooled by Lex being in there. From what I understand, Lex, you can buy these to rank him up. You can't buy these to unlock him. Leaving that. Zatanna, where I'm at now, would it help for me to rank her up? Probably, but she's not at the top of the list of the next one I'm going to rank up. I just took her rank 7. Bizarro, not so much. Red Hood, I did just unlock. Bane, I just unlocked. So I'm not too concerned with ranking them up yet, so they can all be kind of on the side. This helps you rank up anybody. So I can buy these and use them for anyone. 2,000 steep as hell. So I could theoretically buy 3 of these and 3 of these, or maybe it has to be 4 or whatever. I have enough, and then I would save my gems. I might even just do a fun opening at the end just to burn the gems. I could save my gems. Let me see. I could also buy it here with the elite energy, the elite arena tokens. So yeah, I don't even have to, okay. I don't even have to go that route. So let us check and see. I could have just waited on that. I didn't need to do that then. All right, so Bane we need specifically, if it's 10 frags per, I'm gonna need 5 blue chests and 3 elite chests. So 3 elite chests. Yeah, and you have a max of 5. Oh, is it only for the week? Okay. So 3 and then 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can only buy 4. That's my max for the week. That's fine. We good with it. And then I'll buy 1 from. Oh, I can't buy 1 from there. Didn't I just see? Then what? Is it that I can't? Wait, what? Didn't I? Wait, what? Wait, what? Let's go back over. Did I do the mathematics incorrectly? Oh, well, first, you know what would help though? You know what would help though? You know what would help though? If I actually open the chest. That probably help doing all that stuff. Use. Yeah, okay. And thankfully, well, no, Cheetah. Fudge. Cheetah's is on the bench right now anyway. Doesn't matter. Use. And now here's the thing. So that's 40, right? I cannot buy any more of those chests. I think they caught me. I think they caught me. I can't buy any more of those chests. Oh, wait, no. Oh, is it saying max because I'm out of the credits? Is that it? Oh, yeah, because it says 6 left. So technically, I could run through 7 left. So I guess you get 10 for the week. Technically, I think I could just go run an arena battle real quick and get these 50. Will I still get arena whatevers if I go into battle now? New season, lies you tell. Incomplete. I gotta make it to 2,400 to get 700. If I just win 1, where does that put me? We can just, okay, I'm not going that high up. Yep. Okay, cool. So now, we can go back. Go ahead and get this last chest. Open that up. Make sure we ain't doing something stupid. I know I'm paranoid. I know. Yeah, got enough here. And we only need 3. So we'll buy the chest and that'll give us 10. And then I just have to farm more arena stuff. Arena. Bet. All right. So now we can level up Bane. And I think, I'm not 100% sure. I think Bane also has a trial. Wait, I do this every time. I do this every time. How many times I do this? Open the chest. Nobody cares about Catwoman. All right. Kind of lame they made Catwoman a character that you'll never play. All right. All right. Don't card. Actually, I do care because I kind of need. This is like the most. Saving those 4 shards for her does not really matter because I'm messing up my chance to rank her up in the first place. For Bane. I actually love the Bane from Harley Quinn to cartoon too. It's hilarious. All right, here we go. So now Bane is max levels up to 40. Let's go. Skill unlocked tier rank 6 is when that happens. Increased damage 130. Okay. Oh, then whenever healing is received, additional permanently increases chance of ultimate inflicting stun by 2%. Whenever healing is received. And I've asked this before, and it turned out not to be the case for the heal amount that Star Sapphire could damage with. And that is the passive heals from Zatanna, I don't think count. So anyway, so Bane is ready to be put. And actually, I had like a pretty funny thing I did with the gear on Bane. Let's go ahead and check his adventures. I think he doesn't have a trial. Oh, Bane doesn't have a trial. Well, that sucks. Okay. Let's go back. Security plan. All right, so I'll start the Bane video here in a minute. Rank up characters 2 times. Yay. That got me nothing. The bunks, I guess they're finished. Mother box, I think I just have that 1 card here. And let's see what happens. A whole lot of nothing. Yep. Okay. So I'm just gonna wait till I get 1,000 before and maybe I just open the bigger weekly recruitment. All right. Reinforcements. I have not even touched artifacts yet because I don't have any of my epics rank 8, and I don't want to do it on my elites. Yeah, we want that tank leveled up. There we go. All right, cool. This mirror is pretty good. I do like it. Is it great? No, but I do like it. I'm tempted to level that thing up. Okay, so let us go back. Anything? Oh, because I do something else. That's a weekly thing. Reinforcement 5 times. Okay. Let's give us anything. All that consternation. All right. So let us go ahead and try to start on Bane. Let's see what we can do with it. Have not played with him at all yet. So I'm gonna start recording this video in 3, 2. Oh, by the way, if you're messaging me or sending me any kind of chat comments on Twitch chat, I can't see it. I'm still working out the setup, so, and I just wanted to hurry up and like stream. So once I got the 2 sent, one from YouTube, one from Twitch, I said, okay, I set that up. I'll set up the chats another time. I have my YouTube chat over here. That's why me and Damien are going back and forth. Other than that, I mean, I'll have it set up next time. I'll try, but I assume nobody's watching me over there as well. So let's go ahead and try to hop into the video. And 3, 2. Bane holds a very special place in my comic book life. So basically, I was a kid when Superman died and when Batman got his back broken. And they did this, like, honestly, it felt like they did it from week to week. Like, it happened one week, Batman got his back broken, and it happened the next week, the Superman was dead. I was like 8 or 9, which, by the way, my mother, may God rest her soul, love you, mama. I was in the convenience store while my mom was at the laundromat, and they had up on the rack The Death of Superman in the black with the blood logo, right? I asked my mom for that comic book, and she said no because I had just asked her like the week before Why Do People Die? I was like 6 or 7. And now as a parent, I understand why that question to her was terrifying, but Mom, we missed out on an investment opportunity. And then my first Batman comic was the one where the new Batman was getting his tail whooped by this dude who was like a steroid out baby. And it was the issue where all you saw was Batman being stretched over Bane's knee. And that was when I just fallen in love with like comic books and Batman and all that stuff. And I was like, he's a superhero. You can break him? Anyway, let's get into Bane. Let's get to the video. And 3, 2. Hi guys, I'm Driver here, and this is a DC World Squad video. In this video, I'm going to go through Bane, do a character guide. Fair warning, I literally just pulled him. I want to say, if it wasn't this morning, it was right before I went to sleep last night. I just ranked him up to level 5 or just ranked him up to 5-star in a manner that I would not necessarily recommend for anyone. I kind of pushed it forward faster than it needed to be done. By using my arena credits and my elite arena credits, which if you want to do it that way, that's cool. I don't think the use of those, the way that I use those credits is the most efficient way, but I'm still evaluating that kind of stuff. But in any case, I just got them, haven't even really like used them. I want to do a video of these characters at rank 5, and then, a couple months down the road, do it at rank 6, 7, 8, and like kind of increase it so I can show the differences when they increase stars. So I had to hurry up to get him to rank 5 because I want to be able to use him, and I am stuck on 1924. Maybe he'll help me. I wanted to use him because he has this tremendously annoying stun AoE attack, but we'll get into that when we get into his kit. Now here's the thing, I didn't go to his library. I always go to their libraries. That's my thing because I love this character file thing that they do in the game. So we're doing it now. Raised in prison on the... And that's the thing too. And I also love the Batman animated series. When they brought Bane in, they brought him in correctly. Because it was like, oh yeah, he's a beast, he's a monster, but dude is smart. Dude is super, super smart. So like that is why like Joker might have been his greatest adversary, but Bane might have been his biggest challenge. Because you got a guy who's faster and stronger and almost just as intelligent as you. Like Batman's slightly smarter. I mean, Batman does have like what, 27 master degrees? I got 2, so I'm on my way. But like Bane was the true test of Batman, and I'll wax poetically about that. Well, maybe not so poetically about that for hours because I'm a Batman nut. So Bane dedicated his life to honing his body and his mind and body into a perfect weapon. Now, this is the thing: raised in a prison. There's also the lore of where he was a prisoner who was part of this experiment and then busted out. Not necessarily raised in a prison. He was just a crook. Well, a smart criminal. But, so I don't know if this has changed because of what the Dark Knight Returns. Maybe. I don't even think they made him say that he was. Did they say he was raised in? Yeah, I was born in the darkness. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe his history has changed since I grew up with him. Self heal, control, in battle growth, area of effect. That's the other thing too. I do remember his self heal, and then the stun. He's insane. Bane was born in prison. Although he's a physically strong villain, he often fights using his intellect. Cut off the tubes that pump venom into his bloodstream. Well, yeah. Bane has superior intelligence and tactical ability and is extremely principled. I'm not reading all of that, but I'm going to read this later alone because, like I said, I've loved this stuff. Anyway, let's get into his affinities. So we already have Croc, so attack 2.5%, defense 5%. Two-Face we have, attack 2.5%, HP 5%. Penguin and Clayface, HP and defense 5%. Yeah, okay. Cool. He has no team synergy, obviously. We start off with and actually here, I'll read the kit first and then show you the thing I did with his gear this morning. While I was like thinking about it, I was like, let's try something different with this tank. Basic, frantic charge. Rushes toward an enemy and deals a devastating blow, dealing physical damage equal to 120% of attack. And that increases to 130 and then 140 as you increase levels. basic attack. I mean, nothing really to write home about. Then he has two passives, which strikes me every time I see that for honestly any of these gems. When they only have like one attack and one ultimate, and then they have like 2 or 3 passives. When he takes damage greater than 8% of his max HP, remember that part, he activates the engine on his back and injects himself with venom, healing himself for HP equal to 30% of his attack. Remember that part. When triggered, has a 35% chance of also gaining 1 stack of sturdy armor for 2 turns. That's on rank 7. Sturdy armor increases defense by 20% and crit resistance max 15%. I could debate this thing right here based on what I did on the gear. Heal coefficient increases to 40%. We do like that. The next passive is whenever healing is received, I guess that's his own healing too. Increases healing received bonus by 2%. Attack. Ooh, what's that? Attack and attack by 2%. Can be triggered up to 30 times every battle. That's a lot of times. Whenever healing is received, additionally permanently increases chance of ultimate inflicting stun by 2%. This has to be tied to this thing when he heals himself. These two have to work, which then makes me still wonder, is it, I'm trying to think if there's any way for me to see this outright. When he receives heals, additionally permanently increased chance of ultimate stun by 2%. And it doesn't even say that there's a limit on that. But I need to see it, because if this is activated by the passive here, unless they have specific coding to just say only off of this and external heals then the passive heal is him healing himself again. So that means that running him with Zatanna would be like, have fun dealing with this nightmare. Heals HP equal to 180% of attack. So he heals himself in that ultimate too. So maybe that's what they mean. Maybe they just bypass this passive altogether and it's only on his ultimate. He doesn't heal himself here. And then if like Kid Flash heals him, or Black Canary, then deals physical damage equal to 65% of attack to all enemies. Has a 30% chance of adding stun to targets hit for one turn. Healed amount increases to 220%, and additionally adds 1 stack of weaken to all enemies for 2 turns. So you'll be stunned for 1 turn, and then after that you'll still have weaken. Healed amount increases to 260% at level 3. Weaken decreases attack by 8% and block rate by 5%. Stun, you can't do anything. Okay, so what I did on his gear was, you saw all that stuff centered around his HP. And I admit, this is me experimenting. I don't know that this is going to work. In fact, it'll probably fail. But I put a lot of block on him. The reason I did that is because I want him to resist some of the damage, because blocking doesn't stop all the damage. But then that means that if the HP pool is smaller, you can get to that 8% faster, right? 8% of 100 is a lot less than 8% of 1,000. So that means that when that attack comes in, if it's 1,000 damage that's being dealt, or put it this way, let's go show his stats. If his health is 115,000 already, that's very high. That is very high. Then 8% of 100,000, we're going to make it easy for me, is going to be 8,000. It would have just been 8,800, and I'm not going to do the rest of that. 8,000. So 8,000 coming in on a crit shot, for example, from Green Arrow. That's not going to be a crit shot from Green Arrow. Coming in from a crit shot from Deathstroke. Let's go with him. Then I'm going to trigger that. I'm going to trigger that a lot faster, this passive a lot faster. If I have a deeper HP pool, it's going to be harder for that to trigger. So I'm trying to bet on my support healing him back up, so that way the damage he's taking isn't like massively like destroying him. And at the same time, I want to go ahead and activate this healing himself, which would in turn then kick this off. You see where my head is? Which then in turn also increases the stun. So that's the idea that I have. I have no idea if it's going to work. We're going to give it a shot and see what happens. I can't take this plan, though, into Evil Falls because they're going to wipe us in one shot. This like idea is more of a long term play over a battle that's going to last, at least 3 turns. I don't even know if I'm going to have an enemy. We can deal with them. Okay. An enemy that's either going to be too powerful for me to try this on or not powerful enough. I got to remember that I'm at 370 now. It's not a lot, but I got to remember that I'm there. Alrighty. If I'm going to walk into this Superman butt kicking, let's... well, we need to have Kid Flash. We need to have Zatanna because they're providing heals as well for him as the tank. Let's just go ahead and let's just put him in and just remove everybody. So he's only really applying stun and he wants to receive heals. He doesn't really apply any other debuffs. Him against Superman is scurry. Hopefully the blocks will reduce some of the damage but keep the damage. We're going to run him with... We'll run him with Bizarro, but Bizarro, if he has the highest HP pool, will give him the flower and that will reduce the amount of damage he'll take. So it's almost one of those things of the damage reduction that's typically used for Two-Face and Bizarro with your tanks in the front. You may not want to do that if you're trying to do this little trick I'm trying to do. So we'll give that a shot, I guess. Let me just go on down the list and see who else. If there's anybody else who'll give heals for him. Which the answer to that is no. There's shield, but it's an 8% hit to his HP. I think shields would interfere with that. We could run Black Canary if she was actually in level link. We can deal the crit shots from... Like, I don't want to wipe them too fast. I want to see what happens. Okay. I just got Red Hood as well, so let's see. We'll take this one instead of the heal from Kid Flash. I really want to take Bizarro out and maybe put in Gorilla Grodd. Although Gorilla Grodd might outshine him here. Okay. Okay. Let's see what happens. Fight. Okay. I kind of want... I'm going to make it 2x because I kind of want to see if he loses 10%. Or 8%, sorry. There's a little block there. He had a little block. They hit in the back row. Batman, why don't you go at him? I did do a mistake. I should have put him on the other side where Gorilla Grodd is if they were going to attack like that. Okay, so Kid Flash heals Grodd. He keeps it pushing. He gets some more heals. I wish they would show... Oh, and I did the ultimate order incorrectly. Let me... Oh, can I not remove that now? Okay, I can't. Oh, I wanted his ultimate to go off sooner than third. Oh, definitely sooner than third. Okay. And there's Gorilla Grodd about to set everybody back a little bit. They're really focusing in on... That's not a lot. Grodd is taking the majority of the damage. This is not exactly a great situation. Honestly, this is like just an advertisement for him. He just keeps rewinding everybody and taking these hits to the face. Batman, he broke your back. Why are you hitting other dude? Okay. And Kid Flash is going to keep him healed. Oh, there's one. Let's see. He unable to stun Superman, but he stunned Huntress and Black Manta. Okay, cool. I honestly can't wait to like redo this order. And I'm tempted to go ahead and fast forward the battle, even though I think we should be in good enough shape. They're not coming back on us. Oh, so we can do this then. Come on, Bane, one more time. One more again. There he is. Stun somebody. So he only stunned Huntress. So I'm wondering. I mean, he has what he see. Well, no. He's gotten those like little short burst heals from Kid Flash, the quick healing, but he hasn't gotten a full on like Kid Flash fully reviving his HP because he hasn't needed it. Gorilla Grodd has taken the brunt of all this punishment. So yeah, we'll go ahead and I mean it's almost finished now. Sorry to be a Thibodeau, but I want to see to the end. Make sure we win. You gonna stun her? Nope. Okay. Let's see if we can get his turn to come around a little bit more often. And then we will call it a video. Oh, Master won. You're right. They have a Wonder Woman. At least that's what the icon says. That's also what their team says. And my face. I'm tempted to leave him like this. Oh, but then he's gonna run into. All right, so we have, and then let me go ahead and change this ultimate right now. Kid Flash right behind him, then we get the heals. Gorilla Grodd's like turn meter was popping off. All right, so then that, I'm wondering if I should add more damage because right now I'm treating Bane as though he's a damage dealer and he can stun, but he's there for control, not necessarily for damage. So I'm wondering if it would be better for me to take out, in fact, yeah, that's what I'll do. I'm gonna take out Red Hood and then put in, it'll be fine. And put him in as a damage dealer, and then we'll plop him before or after Grodd. Let's do before Grodd. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. I do like Bane. I do not have the experience with him yet. I want to check teams I can build around him, etc., etc. But I do like him, and I want to. I'm not gonna rush it this time, but I want to get him to rank 6, just see how he performs there. All right, so boom. Can we stun anybody? We stunned one of them. And then we sent the tank at him. All right. So in that scenario, they're still going at? Now wait. So I'm not receiving that frantic, something triggered there, right? Okay. That feels like that was more than 8%, the damage you just took. Yeah, I mean, stun somebody. Okay, you stun Green Arrow, which I was going to complain about it, but that's actually solid because he's their AoE damage dealer. I would have preferred if he had stunned like 4 of them, but we'll take the one. There's some more heals going out to him. That should get him popping again. Frantic charge. Is it that a single attack needs to cost him that much? Because I'm saying that because I feel like I've seen single attacks that have cost him that much as well. Like any attack at 10k should theoretically be enough. That one was 12, right? So shouldn't that have been enough to trigger? Oh, wait. What's this thing? Is this where the engine is activated? Aha, it's up here. So it's 13 there. That's why. Okay. So they do give you, and we got 2. Okay. I was being impatient. It's doing its thing. It's up to 15 now. I'm glad I noticed that counter. 17 now. Okay. Got it. That makes me feel a lot better. So I'm going to have fun with this. I'm about to build some teams with him. Now 18. That's what that means, right? Yeah. Okay. That was fun. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time. That was fun. I like that. I didn't know. I need to go back and check. Excuse me. I need to go back and check because I was assuming that counter was a thing, and if somebody corrects me, please do. I'm fine with it. And I'll correct it in the video before I release it. But the skill is heals HP to 180%, and then he applies a stun. Yeah, 555. When he takes damage greater than 8% of his max HP, He activates the engine on his back and injects himself with venom healing. Right. And then whenever healing is received, permanently increases the healing received bonus by 2%, can be triggered 30 times every battle. So is this healing received, permanently increases heal received by 2%? Is that counting it? And then the heal received is here. I kind of want to go to Arena one more time and see if that's correct. I think I have some keys left in Arena. Because then that means that number raises when he takes a refresh, when he takes an attack, not necessarily, or when he receives a heal, not necessarily when he's losing health. Let's just go. So okay, he took a hit. I think that was 8%. This came up when he took a hit. He just healed himself by doing that. That's 2. Okay. He's stunned now. The heal went to Grodd there. He got hit. Heal went to him. He went up to 6. Okay. So whenever he receives a heal, it's counting for you there. And then you multiply that by the amount of, by 2%, and that's the amount of attack increase and stun chance increase that you get. Okay. That's clear to me now. And so he should be able to stun an additional 18% chance. And Green Arrow should be, Green Arrow's not really wiping him like he normally does. All right, so I am, and let me just wait to see if he hits someone and receives heal. Does that, no. Let me find another instance of heal. He's healing there, so he's gone up to 15. That's fair. He's hit somebody in the face, and he's still at 15, even though he did heal himself from that passive. Okay. Hit there. Yeah, so he took extra, then that activated the engine, which added 16 here. He should stun a lot of folks. He stunned nobody. 17. And yeah, so when he hits, that engine doesn't active, or that doesn't contribute to the heal amount, that counter that we have going. Okay. All right, cool. I really want her passive life still to do something, but it ain't. All right. So let us go back. And I think, I'm already streaming longer than I expected. Kind of want to do Digital Universe. Not like I got anything else to do. Actually, let me check something real quick. Be sure I ain't got nothing else to do. No. We straight. Okay. So I kind of want to do Digital Universe, and I will do this online, but recorded. But I'm gonna be a little bit more haphazard about it. I think, not haphazard, but not so focused on the video itself. We got a guide thing up here. What's up? Because of the arena battles. What's up? Just make this progress. Clear Elseworld 20 times, and I get what? Not a lot. Okay. There was also this thing about hiring mercenaries, but nobody is in my alliance, so I can't hire anybody's mercenary. And I opened it up. I guess if you guys are watching now, I opened it up to application only. Like if you apply, then I have to approve it, because I still want to save a spot for some of the people in stream who want to join my alliance when this game does pop off, for those who don't have, and those who are with me in DC Legends, and those who are following me on stream now, whatever. If they ask, then I want to be able to let them in, so I have to leave a few slots open. Yeah, so. Dude, wait, no, what? That one? That one. And nobody applied. All right, so let's do Digital Universe Theta. I wanted to play that mode anyway. No, why do I keep? You're supposed to be smarter than this, homie. All right. Where are we at? I don't need to do anything with characters. I want to try to finish 1924, but that's not gonna happen now. I really, really, really want to open up this. I want to open up that, and I also want to. It's not there. It's a different game mode. They have a lot of game modes, which I'm not complaining about. I like it. Please don't change it. Please don't change it. Crisis Watch. In Crisis Watch, apropos that Bane is there. Crisis Watch. I was gonna do newcomer area as opposed to trainee area, which I did last week and barely got through. So it's the newcomer area that comes up. You know what? Why not both? Who cares? You know what? I'm finna fix myself a drink. Finna make myself a panache. And then I'm about to play Digital Universe. Okay. All right, and 3, 2. I'm really enjoying. I'm really enjoying Digital Universe. Here's the thing: I don't know if you guys like it as much as I do. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the content. I'm gonna play the game through. It's probably gonna be more than one part because I always get like stuck at a certain point because the enemies get harder and harder. So I'll get as far as I can go, but it'll be multiple parts. But I'm enjoying this game mode. I like it. I like the content. What can I say? I like it. I've been waiting all day to record this when I really wanted to like just do it in bed before getting up so I can record it. But I like it. Let's get to the video. And 3, 2. Hi guys, I'm Grabby here, and this is a DC Worlds Collide video. In this video, so I'm going to be doing section theta of the digital universe. This is going to be more, I'm not going to say casual gameplay, but casual gameplay, basically. I'll talk through my entire thought process, strategy, just like I did with, I looked up how to say that letter and still forgot, like, I think it's called eek or something like that. I don't know. It is what it is. I know theta though. So basically, I'm going to go at this. I'll be honest, the rewards aren't really that great, in my opinion. And they won't show you the rewards for the other stuff. But let's start. Oh, this is also, okay, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. I was also wondering if the currency carries over. Wait, what? So I'm supposed to fight them all. Do I just have to pick a path? I mean, I picked this one. I'm stronger, so that's an auto win. Hooray. What's that? What is I mean, she just talked about it, but they never give you like real information in those things. What the heck? Y'all got me a little shook. Is there another black hole over? What is that? See, y'all gotta. I mean, my first instinct was to go here. What's this? Digital fault decreases. What did you just do to me? One tip to the maybe it's a fault. There we go. Decrease attack on back row characters by 20%. Y'all gotta be mother kidding me. Yo, that's how we start things. This is what we doing? Okay. This is what we doing, all right? Okay. Okay. You too. Okay. This is how we start. Get me out of here. This is how we start. Actually, you know what? And this is a genuine curiosity thing, and I'll even do it the same way so you guys know that I'm not like trying to cheat the game. I'll go right and then I went straight, right? I want to reset this to see if this changes or is this like a map to where we're going. You know what I'm saying? Blah 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 blah. I mean, I got into trouble for not paying attention to this last time. So I went right first. All right. So I'm gonna do the same thing. If I get the same, I'll be fair about it. I don't know why I should have to be fair though. It's not like anybody's holding me accountable to this. It's not like I'm gonna lose my job. But yeah, okay. Nope. So it stays the same. Follow me. Now I'm gonna take this because it reduces by 20%. This is a map for you guys now, so you definitely want this tutorial. I'm gonna just defeat both the cat women already. Skip battle. And then I genuinely cannot remember which one I took. I think I went forward. Oh no, I went that way because it was yeah. I think so. Yeah. If not, then I'm about to get bit again. Okay. I think I'm about to get bit again. No. Okay, that was the right path. I don't know where that other path leads though, and I kind of want to know. All right. Increase attack of all allies by 20%. I have to do it for agile because I always put green arrow on my back row, and I just lost 20% attack on the back row. I'm not putting green arrow in the front. So this has to balance that out. Can I get rid of these faults? Okay. So now I'm at even. If I had Wonder Woman, it would have been different. 8. Okay, sure. Now it seems like we need to take out enemies of different ranks to progress. Okay. See, you see, I'm reading the stuff now, and now she provided me nothing. Let's see. Another skippable battle. I'm okay with that. Maybe that's why this one isn't so hard. Is because the rewards aren't so great. Maybe this is like not a new concept, but you're getting introduced to this style of digital universe, so they're not gonna make it too difficult. Let's see. But this is like a for real now. Where do I go? This is a for real now. Where do I go? Last time I went left from my start point, and that got me there. The time before I went right, and that's what screwed me. So this time I'm gonna go. And when I say right, if we take how I went last time, I went right, and then left was the way to go. This time I'm gonna go right and try to trick the game and probably end up losing like 50% attack. Let's see. Yes. Okay. And the next time I go straight. Increase lifesteal of allies by 20% for who's going to be my tanks. We got Bane's going to be a tank. Grodd's going to be a tank. uh, Penguin, and Bizarro, Nightwing. I have 2 agile tanks, 2 mighty tanks, and 1 true tactical tank. So it has to be between agile and mighty because that gives me the most benefit. Bane has an AoE attack, single target for Nightwing. And then Penguin has a back row AoE. And yeah, so it needs to be mighty. And Bizarro has an AoE on his ultimate. So I think it has to be mighty because that covers more characters. Plus, Bane doesn't hit as hard as the other 2 because he's only rank 5 now. All right, there we go. That was the long-winded logic to picking that buff, and we got a card. Cool. Deciphered another code. This time we need to target enemies of different classes. I'm cool with it. I'm cool. They're letting us get. I really believe that now. Maybe I shouldn't say this. Knock on wood. I've only got 2 of the chests so far. I'm taking all the. I'm taking all the battles. Next time though, I'm gonna probably have to choose. This time I'm gonna go straight. So it was left, right, straight, left, right, straight. That's the plan. Why aren't you going to Clayface? Y'all not gonna let me? There we go. Left, right. Hoping for straight. Let's see. Hopefully. They got me. Y'all put that up so fast. Decrease defense on back row ally characters by 20%. That doesn't hurt me as much because some attack the back row, but not a lot. So I'm not a fan. Now, I thought they were going to make me do that again. I went left, then right. So we go left again. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. Decrease defense of the front row by 20%. Y'all got to work on the speed. I don't know how fast you think we read. I don't read that fast. I truly regret the fact that I told myself I would not curse on stream or in YouTube videos. Because I would like to pepper this microphone with an array of curse words and vulgarities that could only be learned from a kid who grew up watching South Park. Oh my goodness. Okay. For who? For what? Let's go. I'm not. No. Who used guns? I don't. Wait, what? She said something about someone who uses guns. Let's just go at him then. Fight. I think this is going to be an actual fight because I'm not more than 50% stronger. So we have. If you can't tell, I'm kind of like. That put me down bad, man. Okay. Let's give Bane a shot. Just got him. I want to have some fun. Man, that has me like. Woosah. Like that. Oh my god. I mean, it's. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, well, we're wiping them anyway, so it doesn't matter. Oh my goodness. Damn. That whole like that back to back. And now I'm gonna go straight because she said something about freaking guns. I should have read it. And oh, okay. So just keep stacking up on our AoE damage dealer in the back. Okay, Batman. There are enemies who can add burn up ahead. So is that the clue? That's the clue. Okay. I need to go at Star Sapphire. That's the clue. So I've been dense this whole time. Read what she's saying. The mom said, "You just don't listen." Oh god. So let's see. Then we'll have the immediate answer right now. If this works, and I am able to just hop, skip, and jump past this thing and not have to worry about any of those faults, then it is listen to Batgirl, and you can make it through. Okay, so yeah, this is good enough. The Superman kind of bothers me. Let's put Superboy up here first. Glad I checked that. Who's in the back? Star Sapphire and Superboy. So we want that AoE. The heals. I think we can wait on a little bit. Not that much though. Okay. All right. Okay. Man, I'm still upset about that one thing. And then the thing is it's my own fault. Because if I had read the clues and paid attention to her words, and now why is Star Sapphire taking so much damage? What's going on here? I would have been okay. 2 stuns out there, thanks to the Batmobile. Appreciate you. I would like an AoE attack from Superboy again, but I guess we'll get one from Star Sapphire. That's cool too. Would be cooler if she did some damage though. Rewind the back row. Let's get this attack from the tank. Okay, I thought he took out Starfire in that one. Okay, so then it looks like it's getting progressively harder. So, but we still got him. Okay. Do we get a? So now, some characters have the ability to apply burn. She is the Oracle. She's providing us our path. Increases reflective of allies with mighty trait by 30%. Who's gonna be my tanks? Grodd is the one who's like doing the most right now, even though I had it set up for like Penguin and Bizarro. I hadn't even looked at them yet. Now watch, I do this and I'm gonna need Bizarro and Penguin. There we go. What's her next clue? Keep an eye out for enemies with red capes. They're our ticket out of here. She is giving the clues away, and because I am so accustomed to ignoring the hell out of the text from those games, kicked me in the throat, man. Kicked me in the throat. And now I'm gonna have to put in, you know what, as a matter of fact, I'm telling myself this now. You guys will see it on stream. Check. This is going to be inserted into the very beginning of this digital universe. In this digital universe, you have to follow the clues of Batgirl. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. This is going into the intro because there's a big clue about the digital universe. If you do not want to hear that big clue, I suggest you just skip forward the next 5 seconds. Listen to Batgirl. And check, we're coming back. Okay, so I'm literally going to edit the video, clip out that part, spoiler alert, listen to Batgirl, and then keep it pushing. I'm done. Okay, so there we go. This is to handle them. Plus, Green Arrow is my strongest character by far, so he's going to be the best damage dealer, regardless of, I mean, not absolutely regardless of his class or his trait, but okay, so I think I want Gorilla Grodd to remind the Superman before Superboy gets a chance to go, and then I think we can worry about Kid Flash doing the heals there. I think we are good to go because they have no heals, not really. All right, go. Take a sip of the panache. All right, so Green Arrow. Let's go and stun somebody. Batmobile. You stunned a Grodd. Oh, and the arrows are coming through, so we're good. The Grodds are gone. Superboy's gone. Okay. All right, we're good to go. We're good to go. Oh, chop, hurry up. Get rid of dude. Oh, and now he's got the invincibility thing. Ugh. And he hits. It don't matter. So little. Okay. Okay. So we watched out for the hero with the red cape. Another mod. Increase max HP of all allies with. I said it was Grodd who was doing the most right now, right? Confirm. Really getting those buffs for Grodd just seems ridiculous. There are enemies who use magic here. Zatanna? Constantine, I will happily take you out, buddy. And you're all tactical too. If only I had a massively strong, agile AoE damage dealer. That'd help a lot. Like a lot. Don't you think? Having like this huge like AoE damage dealer might be useful. As a matter of fact, I might be slightly disrespectful in saying that I don't think we need no heals neither. And just being like, I don't even need you, Zatanna. Let's just go ahead and do this and then add this crit damage at the beginning from these team synergy with Red Hood and see if we can just wipe them out as fast as possible. I mean, then we can rewind them with Grodd, stun them with. Let's do the rewind over because the rewind is a guarantee. The stun there's a chance. And then we do the heal late. See if you can mess with us. Let's see. Yep. Go on, hit him. Ooh, they hit us hard. Ooh, we hit harder. Oh, we hit you so much harder. Oh, yeah, that was satisfying. Ooh, that made me feel better about that bad decision I made earlier. All right, so. Yo. Equals defensive allies with. I mean, I just put. Feels like I'm loading up everything on Grodd, but I guess this answers the question too of like who's my best tank right now. Well, no, because it is partially situational. It is partial to who we're facing. We might run into a different situation altogether now. According to my calculations, we won't be able to move forward unless we take out all the enemy constructs based on heroes and villains who often show up in Central City. Better know your comic books, weebles. I mean, I thought the clue was going to be a little bit harder than just a Flash. I thought they were going to put like Mirror Master up there or something. You know what I mean? Like, okay. We can basically just run this back. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see. Okay. So we got one stun out there. I would love. Well, actually, I think Bane is still gonna be. Well, this is the problem solver anyway. Yeah, I think Bane stun wasn't gonna come anytime soon anyway. Okay. Boom. Done. Wait, what? Oh, he does that thing. For those of you who did not watch Elseworld, the Envy the second part, I ended up with Flash, and I said, "Oh my god!" I said just for the sake of the video, I wanted to see what would happen if he was the last one, and they just did it here. It's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying. Kill him, please. Kill it dead. Kill it with fire. Okay. he went so fast and did so much stuff that it gave me an error on my game. He messed up my game. I gotta fight him again. No, I don't. I gotta fight him again. Flash. That's cheating, dog. You can't rewind time that far back to where I gotta fight you again. That's cheat. That flash. He rewound time till it messed up my internet. You messed up my Wi-Fi connection and rewound time so far back that I gotta do this again. Now, what happens if you get me out this time? What happens if you knock me out the paint this time? Flash. Actually, that's funny. If I have to like restart based off of this, I won't even be mad. It's just funny. The game cheating. The game be cheating. The game is cheating. There's a ghost in the machine, dog. I'm telling you. People was worried about AI taking jobs. I mean, I'm being funny. Anyway, well, we took out Flash first or before the others this time, so it did not work in his favor because he does not activate that until he's the last one. And then he'll activate that thing, which is horrifying. Okay. Oh, and this time we made it through, huh? Funny that. Game be cheating. Network error on Wi-Fi at my house. Game be cheating, dog. So we're almost there. Increase speed of all allies. Let's do that with Kid Flash. Help us with those heals. This will be the last battle, I assume. This one was very, very easy, but I think it's because of this new setup to Digital Dimension. Before it was basically you just do all the things, but this one it is follow the clues, which this time there is no clue. Superman, Constantine, and Wonder Woman, and Green Arrow, and then Batgirl just there. Traitor. But yeah, because I think it's a different mode, a different stuff. Like these team strengths, I guess they are stronger. Maybe I just been away from Digital Dimension and progressed faster than I thought. But it feels like it's easier than before. I am horrified at what I'm looking at. So, Tactical will beat Wonder Woman. Superman will crush Bane. So you can be moved. We need somebody there for her. And he is going to be taken out by Green Arrow. Green Arrow can be taken out by Superboy. And then she's taken out by Green Arrow as well. I just need somebody to match up against Wonder Woman in the front. And I still don't have, you know what? I think we'll need extra heals, so let's put Zatanna in. All right, so now the ultimates. We want Green Arrow to go first. We want Superboy to, you know what? No, I want Grodd to rewind their turn meter slightly. This heal situation might be a mistake. It might be smarter for me to do this and see if his heals can get out more often. I'm going to change this up so that the tank goes first. I was not caring about that because I was winning, but now it feels like I need to make that adjustment. So the idea is hopefully first attack, we can get a bunch of AoE damage out there on them. Gorilla Grodd, his job is to use his ultimate to rewind the back row, hopefully keeping that damage from Green Arrow and Constantine a bit at bay. Heals, obviously, because at that point it should be not mid-battle, but like a turn or two in, so that means we might need some heals. Superboy, I am hoping he has a crush on Green Arrow and goes and hugs him really, really strong, really, really hard. And then Zatanna's for the passive, really. All right, so let's make sure that we have the synergy from Kid Flash. The 20% healing received bonus. So we like that. And then we go. I think this has to be the last one. So thank you guys for watching. We got Frostbite out there. There's no freeze on them, but there was a delay action. That won't matter for Green Arrow's ultimate so long as we can... Ooh. Come on. Okay, at least it took out Wonder Woman. Superman's in danger. The tank. You gonna take out Constantine? Okay, good. Good. If we got Superman with the immunity bothers me. Because he can still do that AoE attack that could crack us. Stun him. Or kill him. Just like a stun, except more effective. Okay, so I think I just completed this digital universe. Can I stop listening to Batgirl now since she was a traitor to us? Bet. So we got that to rank up a reinforcement. Confirm. We are done with Theta. Okay. I like that a lot. Flawless clear. I like that a lot. Figuring out that Batgirl was giving the most obvious clues. But then I also like that riddle thing that they did as well that I completed. Like when you first get it, that riddle board under events. I like those little clues and stuff like that within the text. So I'm wondering if in the next digital dimension, is there going to be something similar? Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, hit subscribe and hit dislike. I'm okay with that as well. Pretty sure I said that twice, but that's okay. See you guys next time. All right, that was fun. I actually enjoyed that one. That was different. They're doing some good stuff. They are doing some good stuff. I am curious about what see, this is probably going to be the harder one. Gems are in there. I mean, only 2 times. Okay, and I'm wondering if, I'll save that for, oh my God, there's a lot of these. I'm wondering, what was I about to do now? I'm about to do the Crisis thing. Crisis Watch. I haven't selected the mode yet. It's gonna be this one. But I can also reset and replay this one. So I will play this to myself tonight. So I'm gonna end the stream now. Thank you guys for those of you who did watch. I hope this worked on Twitch. That's part of the reason why I'm ending it, to see if I could actually do some stuff on Twitch. But thank you guys for watching. Truly appreciate it. Subscribe on YouTube. I guess you can follow on Twitch. I don't know how that works. I have no idea how Twitch works right now. So in any case,